everybody, and welcome back to my channel to a vegetarian recipe which is Paneer Jalfrazi. This is a unique sort of a recipe that everybody seems to love, and let's try and make it at home today as wonderfully delicious as we have it in the restaurants. So for that I've taken some paneer, almost half a can of paneer, say around 150 grams of paneer. I have chopped long into juliennes, some carrot, some beans, and I will also need 1 small teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Here I have just made into cubes some pepper, bell pepper I had, and some capsicum. This is optional, but it's a good idea to have one because they add a lot of flavor to your dish. I will need 1 big onion sliced very thin, and from the dry spices I will need 2 big teaspoons of cumin powder, 2 big teaspoons of coriander powder, 1 small teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, say 1 small teaspoon of cumin seeds, and half a teaspoon of onion seeds. I'll also need a pinch of garam masala. This tomato I'll slice into thin slices, and of course the freshness will come from the coriander. Apart from that, I'll also need some tomato sauce, and the cooking will be done in any vegetable oil, or here I've used canola oil. I will also need some turmeric and some salt, and of course a little bit of tomato puree. So let's start cooking. So the pan is heated up. I'm adding here 1 big tablespoon of oil there. Just letting the oil warm up, and once it warms up, I'm going to throw in the cumin seeds there, along with the onion seeds. Let's fry it a little, and when it begins to splutter, I'm throwing in the onion. Give it a nice fry. I'll also throw in the ginger garlic paste, and again give it a nice fry. When the raw flavor of the ginger garlic begins to disappear, I'm going to throw in all the dry spices along with some turmeric. I'm just going to throw in first of all the haldi, the splash of yellow color, and then of course the Kashmiri red chili powder for the beautiful color called red, and of course cumin and coriander. All of that I'll give it a nice fry. And along with that, I'm also going to throw in some 1 tablespoon of this is tomato puree that I have thrown in, and I'll just throw in a little bit of water because it might really burn up. So I'm just throwing in some water here, right? And just letting it completely cook. All the ingredients coming together beautifully. That's what I want my entire pan to really flare up. After some time, I'm throwing in beans and the carrots, and I'll just give it a nice mix so that the masalas begin to coat the vegetables that I've thrown in. Just a little bit of salt now. The salt will go in as much as is needed, and then again we'll give it a nice mix there. And now we'll just lower the heat and just cover and cook for a minute or so. After a minute or so, I'm going to throw in some water and then increase the heat so that these 2 vegetables cook up to the core. I'm going to cover and cook this till the vegetables are done. Now I'm adding in the tomatoes and all the bell pepper and the capsicum, and we're giving it a mix. Around this time I'll also add in some tomato ketchup. So say 1 big tablespoon of tomato ketchup goes in. Giving it a mix again. And if you want a little bit of gravy there and your vegetables are not properly cooked, you may add a little bit of water. I'm adding in a little bit of hot boiling water. And around this time, I'll also add in the paneer. The paneer pieces go in, give it a nice mix there, and then cover and cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Now all of them have cooked up properly. Just everything is cooked up. I'm just adding a little bit of cream. Now this is something which is optional. You may or may not use it. But as I always say, when we talk about something being a little bit of creamy, it adds that extra flavor to your dish. That's done. Tasting for the salt, and your Jalfrazi, Paneer Jalfrazi is ready. Now that's ready, my Paneer Jalfrazi, and for the beautiful color called green with the coriander leaves in. I hope you like this simple recipe. I hope you're going to give it a try. And of course, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching.